3, 2, 1. Welcome to Bonsteel Bros Game Pitch Pros. This is a creative series where we pitch game ideas at each other and decide what kind of works with games in the process. I am Brian Bonsteel.
I'm Neil Bonsteel.
Yes, you are. And we play a lot of games. And to that end, Neil, what are you playing these days?
I'm back in Dark Souls, baby.
Oh, man, you in Dark Souls.
I need comfort food right now. I looked at all the bosses in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And of all my playthroughs, I have bosses I have not died against.
Oh, is that a priority?
Well, it's just something I realized. I was like, I don't think I ever got killed by that guy or her. And so it's a little disconcerting. I've got this like personal stupid record, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a part of pride. Like, I've never been killed by that boss.
Yeah.
The more I play, though, is the more I push I tempt the fates. You never know what's going to get your goat.
Well, you're playing as a really wimpy mage right now, right? So.
Yeah, my first sorcerer build, which apparently is like a overpowered build.
Really?
I didn't know. I'm usually like a dex strength build.
You're usually a naked gremlin running around with a club.
Yeah.
And it works. You make it work.
It's just it's a well-developed game, you know. It's just the boss fights are exhilarating. The what you can do with your builds.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different ways, and there's a variety of weapons. You could go through the game and just never experience a certain weapon because you weren't built for it. And the path I'm taking, I'm getting to experience different fight styles and techniques that I don't know. It's just a well-built game.
I like the level design especially because everything connects in this here's a locked door. You won't see this for the next 6 hours of gameplay, but then you're going to come back out that door from the sewers. And it's like, dang it.
It's well designed. There's not a lot in there in the gameplay that you just like, oh God, I can't do this again. You think about games with, you hate it, alert fatigue.
Alert fatigue?
Alert fatigue. I press a button. Look! This door is opened.
Yes.
Hey, you should go through that door. There are cutaways, there are little cutscenes, but it's seldom going to be like, stop playing. We want to show you this.
Mm-hmm.
The game is built in such a way that you flow through it. You don't need to be told where to go. It's like a river, right? That just pushes you in the right direction. But what are you playing?
So I stopped playing Rocket League for a little while. I've been playing this game called Unbox. Basically, you are a parcel, just a cube, and you roll around, and you're part of this. There's a story behind it, like a global delivery service. And anyway, you're a box, and you roll around, you jump around. It's like it's fun physics. It's a bit like Katamari in that you roll, and sometimes you pick things up, and you get, it changes the way that you roll. It's a delightful little game. It's just got a nice kind of atmosphere to it. It's easy to play, but it's got some challenging bits in it, like, deliver this to the other side of the island real quick. It's like, okay, jump.
Unbox?
Unbox. It just went on sale on the Switch like a week ago, so I picked it up. Yeah. It was $30. It went down to $6. So I was like, all right, might as well.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot of exploration. There are, unfortunately, a number of collectibles that are not necessary, but they're in the game. And maybe that's not unfortunate because it encourages you to explore further. But I'm at a point where I'm missing 5 of these little objects. There's 200 in each level. I'm missing 5. I've been traveling around this stupid island for hours trying to find it, and I haven't found anything yet.
Gotta get a walkthrough.
Flip a coaster?
Yeah, flip a coaster.
All right. This
is classic. Those old classic.
This thing is
like leather.
It's
what
leather.
The heck is that?
Yeah, it looks like a wafer chocolate or something.
I was about to say it looked like an Oreo.
Yeah. You want heads?
Yeah,
tails?
that's. You know what? Let's do heads. I like heads.
All right. We flip for first turn, huh?
Oh, it landed in a different galaxy. Damn it.
Again! Landed on heads.
Oh, so I go first.
You're up, buddy.
Oh, it's like reverse things. You challenged me to start with the challenge from last week's challenge. Would you care to recap that challenge?
Yes. Last week's challenge was a farmer garbage sports game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Brian. I present to you Trash Rancher Sports Manager Pro.
This is good. This is good already.
The apocalypse has come and gone, leaving the world decimated and mostly trash. The good news is we have less people to feed. The bad news is you're a farmer and don't know how else to fit into society. So you've decided to shift gears, so to speak, and use your skills for the world's current needs. And that's entertainment, baby. Robot sports entertainment, that is.
Okay.
So it's a game in 2 parts. Part 1. Cultivate your trash land by managing your fields, planting seeds, and maintaining crops. Over time, your plants will grow and surface and will surface trash that has been long buried. What trash you obtain will mostly be random. Maybe it's a broken stereo, or maybe it's a coveted dented bike wheel. Random or not, it's up to you to assemble a semi-functional robot out of your trash.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Can you see the new image?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so in this case...
Umbrella hand, controller, stereo.
Umbrella, broom, and
it's a
dented
broom.
bike
It's
wheel.
a broom, yes.
Yeah. I had a hard time thinking of trash. You know? Part 2. You enter your trash bot into the weekly sporting events.
That's great. Look at that.
And you go up against other trash farmers. You'll never know the sport ahead of time, so it could be soccer, it could be a race, it could be a fight to the death.
This is good.
Provided your robot isn't destroyed in the melee, you retain your entrant from week to week, able to upgrade with new trash parts you unearth, or maybe you build a fresh robot so you'll eventually have a whole arsenal of champion junk bots. And your goal is to get gold or win every botting challenge.
This is good.
So the way I see it, it's like you get all these weird parts, and through like weird physics engines, it tries to operate, you know?
Yeah.
So
I can
maybe
see
it's got a wheel and a leg, and it's going.
Did you ever see that? I think it was actually called Shitty Robot Challenge.
Yes, I have.
The Japanese thing where it's literally like. It was like a vibrator attached to a stapler, and it just flops around. But it won because it pushed the other guy out. It's like, that's the appeal that I'm getting from this. Is that it's going to be this random, chaotic thing, but it's going to be hilarious. And that's
hope the physics engine works in your favor.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, well done.
Thank you so much.
That looks like a lot of fun. So well played.
Yeah. Now, just gotta find someone who knows how to program physics in different pieces.
Yeah. Challenge round part 2.
Take it away.
So last week you challenged me to an RPG based on parentheses garbage beer.
Yes.
That,
man, this sounds so exciting.
I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on this first before I go, because last time you had some ideas that I didn't even think of, like Socrates charging up an argument.
Oh, geez. I see this, like, I immediately think of a game like Golf Story, in which you have to challenge other people. The fighting scenes are drinking beer, right?
Yeah.
And you have to, like, your tolerance is your health.
I had thought about that.
So
but I was making it too complicated.
It's like you have to drink more beer to build up your different tolerance.
Yeah, I kept getting stuck on that. It just something about it just didn't stick. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I should really play Golf Story. That would probably help.
Oh, it's endearing. It's silly. It's endearing. Very low stakes. No fail states. Well, there are fail states. You just do it over, right?
Yeah.
It's just a silly game.
It's on Switch?
Yeah. It's one of the first games to come out on Switch.
Maybe I'll play it.
I highly recommend it.
All right. So, garbage beer. All right. First, I need your help.
Yes.
Give me the name of a court magician for a medieval kingdom.
Rambulant. No.
Rambulant it is.
Damn it! It's
Rambulant the Wise.
Rambulant. Damn it!
And
Rambulicious. Okay.
Give me the name of a distant ancient land of mystery. Rambulant. Messilia.
I am off my game.
That's not bad. Messilia. Okay.
This quarantine is killing me.
I know. It really hurts, doesn't
I'm
it?
usually good with these.
All right. The king is inspecting his royal escort outside of the castle walls when an errant trash can flies from an upper story hovel and hits him on the head, knocking him unconscious.
Okay.
There's your garbage.
Okay.
When he comes to, he claims to have had a vision where he tasted the beer of everlasting life, and you were the one who retrieves it from the distant land. Once he spots you in a crowd, he summons you to his court and tells you your mission to visit the beer fountains of Beerlandia. Of Messilia, and bring him back a barrel of the stuff.
Locally, it's known as Beerlandia.
Yes. But my lord, says the king's magician, Rambulant the Wise, I could make you a potion twice as delicious that would afford you life everlasting. Nay, my mind is set, says the king. A vision has told me this young lad holds the key to the riches I seek. Riches, I might add, are what's in store for him when he returns with this miraculous brew. I say, Rambulant. I'd look that up. Rambulant, you might just be out of a job once I've had a taste of this legendary beverage.
Oh, no.
And the magician scowls and shuffles away. I'll get you for this. So, with the king's escort, you're sent to fetch this legendary brew. But does it actually exist? Or is it just a fairy tale? The journey is fraught with peril. Bandits, wolves, ogres, and even rival kingdoms will stand between you and your mission. You must fight, develop your skills, and use your wits to stay alive. It's a perilous journey, and only a couple of the king's escort survive. They die. When you arrive at the mysterious ancient ruins of Messilia, of where the beer fountain once was, you find nothing but ruin. What a calamity! You can't return empty-handed, so you must brew this legendary beer. You therefore travel and recruit specialists with various talents who can help you. A foolish farmer who can somehow grow the best hops in the land. A timid baker who understands yeast and fermentation like nobody's business. A bitter old bartender who can help finesse the flavor into perfection. And with all their talents combined, you find the necessary ingredients and materials to brew the perfect beer fit for the king. This naturally sends you around the world and through all sorts of silly adventures. Throughout your travels, the magician will attempt to sabotage any efforts on your part. You go across the world, you build this team, you try to put together this beer based on, rumors and hearsay and like what the ancients once did, and then you return. When you return to the castle, you find the king has taken ill, very ill, and the magician is most likely behind it. You track him down and fight him before gaining access to the king. You meet with the king, you give him some of the brew of legend. He drinks it weakly, and within moments, appears rejuvenated. It worked! He immediately thanks you and showers you with gold. He's feeling much better, maybe even a bit too good. He drinks some more. Merry and laughing, he becomes somewhat sloppy, not at all king-like. He keeps drinking, to the point of belligerence. You tell him, my lord, perhaps you've had a bit too, and he splashes you in the face with a glass of beer, and you wake up in an alleyway. A garbage bag at your feet, a dull pain in your head. It's modern day. You must have been hit by falling trash from one of the upper stories while digging through the bins. One of your bum friends must have thrown a glass of dirty water in your face to revive you. Your friends are all here. A dopey farmhand who lost his job, a fearful vagrant who loves bread, and a down-on-his-luck divorcee drunkard. You were there, and you were there, and you were there. And that's your garbage beer.
That is depressing, man. I'm just going to cross off some notes here because it answers my question. Okay. I like how you incorporated garbage in there.
Garbage.
Yeah. I mean, you took it and ran with it.
I had
all the way to the dump, all the way to my trash ranch sport dump.
Trash. Yeah, we both had trash, so hopefully this week's
trash goes a long way. You've got a theme, right?
It's around.
Trash pitches.
Six with you.
Okay, I got some questions for you.
Yeah. Shoot.
I got stakes written down here.
I like steaks.
What are the stakes if you don't bring back the beer?
Let's say you're beheaded.
Oh, wow.
Because the king wants you back, and he wants his brew, and it's a big deal to him because he had a vision,
That's,
you know? So if you come back, yeah, basically, he's a king. He's a dope magician. Rambulant the Wise.
Well, what's so when he sends you off, what prevents you from just screwing off forever?
Well, you're going with his escort, right? So
yeah, but they die.
Well, most of them die. Yeah, at least one or two make it all the way to the end. And then maybe one of them turns back, is like, I will alert the king of your imminent arrival or something like that. You know, there's got to be some kind of accountability there. I don't know how that plays out yet.
Okay, the king... Easy one is the king is threatening someone or something you love. He implies that Jerry, your Uncle Jerry, who works at the dockyard, may not make it back from his next voyage.
Unless you bring back the brew. All right.
So everything in this world that you love is related to an alcohol.
There's a lot to work with there, to be honest. You could definitely make something work there. Because, there's so many labels of alcohol. And it doesn't take much to scroll through a list and be like, oh, I can use that.
Joke.
Yep.
So it all comes together when you wake up, the things that you love. Here we go.
Whoa.
Space. Final frontier. It fits with yours. Your mighty ship is one of the many in the fleet of Space Fidelity Services, LLC, the largest ship-for-hire corporation in the universe. You and your crew blast through the cosmos, stopping planet to planet, nebula to nebula, completing whatever mission you've been tasked with. And the ship has a good deal of many essential roles. There's the captain, the chief engineer, the head surgeon, and then there's you. Sole member of the ship's HR team on the HMS HR.
That's great.
So that's you, a little guy at the worst part of the ship.
He looks so
tiny,
bashful.
Yes, it's not a great job. You're overworked, underappreciated, and certainly underfunded. You are in control of the entire ship's morale and mental well-being. Your goal is to survive the duration of the trip while keeping morale above a certain threshold. With your limited budget, you must plan team-building exercises, delicately handle employee complaints, and keep the ship from tearing itself apart.
Look at that.
And here we have the squabble of two aliens. And in this case, you have to compromise and find a common ground and resolve whatever issues they're having with each other, which is difficult because you have species from all around the universe and they have different customs. You can see there's the entire ship morale not doing so well, as indicated by that face. There's your cake budget, which is probably your full budget, right? And it's not a lot. So spread that cake out. And at the bottom, you have a calendar of how many days have progressed, and those blue circle dates are important days that you figure out,
Okay. Cool.
Birthdays or holidays or,
Yeah.
things as an HR person you want to be wary of. So, did you forget to throw a birthday party for Merculoc's birthday? Oh, that's going to lower morale for sure. Did you turn a blind eye to the sexual harassment complaints against the horny captain because he threatened your budget? Well, it was a tough decision, but the crew found out. Morale is crushed. Did you not hire enough cafeteria workers to handle the entire crew? That's another strike.
Or anything.
So throughout the game, you're making it's a sim game, like any of the games, like Dino Park Tycoon. You're just trying to manage everything, as precarious as this is, right? But then you get these little events in which a fight breaks out, and and you have to choose the right decision.
So
as
balance.
HR, what's that?
The infinite balance.
Yes. So as HR, you have a lot of difficult decisions to make, like maybe firing a popular pilot because he ate 3 times his rations. But don't worry, as long as you find qualified candidates to fill enough of those positions, or at least good enough candidates for the duration of the trip, you might be able to stave off further chaos. Hire someone bad, and you might just getting more reports you have to follow up on. And here you are interviewing someone. I see myself more of like a manager type, you know? And there's a position you have to fill in the top right, and you get to ask them questions like, what are your hobbies?
That's good.
What attracted you to the job? Fail in keeping the ship happy, and you've got a guaranteed mutiny on your hands. And you'll be the first shot out of an airlock in the HMS HR experience. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. I like it. I like your like where your head's at, because it the idea of all these races and species dealing with their own peculiar rituals and customs, I think that lends itself to a lot of creativity.
Yeah, and like some celebrations in the universe don't celebrate with cake, and find cake quite insulting.
There you go. That's very clever.
That's something you have to figure out by talking and intermingling.
Mm-hmm. So my idea is sort of a combination of Arkanoid, Pong, and space shooter game. I believe I sent you a video of this before, but here's the general idea. Zong.
Nice logo.
Thanks. It is it's a pretty cool typeface, which has this graffiti style to it, and I think that would be a big part of the style of the game. This is sort of what the game would presumably look like, right? I have a video I'm going to show in a second. You're running on this wire here, and the other person's running on their wire. You can't leave the wire, but you can rotate freely within that space. Occasionally in the middle here, you're going to have these random boxes show up, which have items in them, power-ups, health, that sort of thing. Some of them will give you a huge flamethrower shot. Some of them will stop the other person or shorten their wire. Some of them are just empty. What is not pictured here, and is a thought I had recently, was that this is actually essentially an escort mission. What is happening behind you here, but I never did because this isn't a screen cap from an old video, is your mothership is going to be cruising behind you slowly. So this person's objective is not really to kill you as much as it is to destroy your mothership. But by killing you, that makes it that much easier. There would be a sort of a world map where you have a number of points to go through, basically a grid, and you want to escort your mothership from one end all the way to the other. So you've got these 3 basic races, and you can choose from either of them. They give you special abilities depending on what you want. It's your essential light, fast ship, your medium all around, the Mantis, the human ship, or the Brutes. And the Brutes are, big and clunky, and the Mantis is quick and nimble, and the middle is just the middle. So essentially you would choose from one of these 3 races and progress from one end of the universe to the other, escorting your ship along the way. Meanwhile, the gameplay itself runs a little bit like this. Super Blaster.
That's pretty cool.
It's got a little time stop. So
that's pretty cool.
It's a simple premise. Basically, it's two-sided Pong kind of thing, but you've got Arkanoid elements in there, and that you've got these sort of items you pick up and plunk. And you've got your health bars. And if I had thought ahead, I would have had the mothership cruising along in the back anyway.
I mean, maybe one stage has asteroids cascading from the top.
Oh, yeah.
Some can be used as like a shield, so you can hide behind them, and so can your enemy.
Yeah.
Others you blow up and they give you items.
Yeah, I like that. That's song. It's got music I wrote for it. It's
that's not that's a very achievable sort of thing you can make.
That's the thing, is that I think it wouldn't be impossible to make, and it might lend itself to mobile. I don't know.
I like the idea of being able to hold on to items too. Just so you can change up your strategy. Like you unlock a shield.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm going to store that, and if the enemy is like going with like a Nova Blast, you're like, oh, go up there and shield your ship.
Yeah. That would be cool. And each race has their own special items. You'd have some generic ones that you could use, but they would also have sort of their own specific. Oh, the Mantis has some weird like thing that goes out like that, or Heat Seeker. But the other characters don't have that. Maybe they're more susceptible to it.
Yeah, it's a kind of neat idea.
Thanks. So this is the part of the show where we challenge each other to make a game pitch based on a genre and random nouns. We have a wheel to spin and a random noun generator, and we challenge each other to come up with creative ideas based on that. There it is.
Sounds good. Last week, I believe I went first.
Okay.
So, yeah.
In that I spun for you and got sports, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so this time
we'll spin with you first.
You spin for me. All right, say when.
Now! Wah!
Oh, that's a softball.
Action adventure.
Woo!
Big old.
That's a softball. Love it. Is that?
You know what? I don't think it is. I think you're going to be crippled with indecision because it's so big. It could be anything. Yeah.
All right, and I spin for you in 3, 2, 1.
Give me some music.
Ooh,
yes!
Party game for you.
Yes!
That's gonna be fun.
Yes!
Yes.
All right. Okay, so an action adventure, Sir Data Region. Man, if I gave you like data distribution. I like some of these. I want to see what you do with an action adventure game.
Election adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Party game based on the following.
And you can ask for a reroll too.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Oh, there's election again. Get out of here, election. Sheesh.
Party game. Ooh, that's better.
Much, much better.
How do you feel about performing a little bit next episode?
What are you going to do to me?
Impression party game.
Oh my God, okay. My impressions are awful.
I want to see them.
And you're going to get them.
Good.
Assuming that's the direction I go.
That concludes this episode of Bonsteel Bros Game Pitch Pros. Next week, we will present our challenges, such as they are, and hopefully have some gems to show for it. I'm Brian Bonsteel.
I'm Neil Bonsteel.
Yes, you are. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Peace out. That's a very good question, Mega Man.
Well,
Will we find the Elgos? We'll find Dr. Wyway.
That's a good impression of a bad voice.
I'm sorry, I've listened to it so many times.